Welcome to the Great Tech Debate, episode number 19. Hello, everybody, on this Saturday afternoon. Hope everybody's doing good out there. I'm joined with three guys today. The way the Great Tech Debate works is it's a roundtable discussion. Each person brings a debate topic to the table, and we just kind of go around and hash it out between us. And joining us on the call today is Acid Burn. Well, his name's Bill, affectionately known as Acid Burn. How's it going, Bill?
It's going good. How are you, Steve?
Awesome. And we got Chris from technologyadventures.com.
Hey, guys.
Hey, Chris. Let me back up a sec. Acid Burn, your website, it's under construction, but do you want me to still mention it anyway?
Oh, yeah, you can.
Okay, he's a computer repair technician. His site is apexbuiltcomputers.com, and he should have something up and running soon. And we got Mike Motto at the end, who is... Oh, I say the end because you're at the end of the Skype list, Mike. That's the only reason I said that. And Mike is at the end, and he is from... And I love saying Mike's computer business name. It's MF... Well, hold on, let me pull this up. Mike's site is... Oh, he's not in the chat room. What's your business, Mike?
MFL STC Computer Repair.
I love it. That gets me every time.
Well, you know, and that's another thing. I like the guys that say make it easy to remember so people remember it. They remember that because they can't remember it.
Exactly. They just say computer
Muffle
repair.
stick.
All right. Well, sorry I butchered the name of your company there.
Not a problem. I'm used to it. Okay.
Well, let's get started here. We'll just start with Mike. And Mike, because I know what Chris's topic is, and we're going to save that one for a little later. And then, Mike, why don't you tell us what your topic is for today, and we'll go around.
Well, it's sort of on the tech level. What I'm just wondering what everyone thinks about Twitter, and if there's any longevity to it, and if it's really worth using, and you know, if there's going to be any way to advertise with it or anything. If anybody really finds a whole lot of use from it.
Okay. I'll go first on this one if you guys don't mind. I think Twitter is an amazing tool. See, here's the thing. Anything that catches like millions and millions of people's attention and you're able to get in on that somehow or interact with those people somehow is an amazing tool, whether it be Twitter or Facebook or whatever it is. Even if the tool's not designed that great, if it allows you to have access to a group of people and of that magnitude and get a message out, then I think it's really worth it. I think it's really worth it. Now the problem is you have to be very popular to really use it as an advertising tool. You know what I mean? Because unless you're like Ashton Kutcher, who could put up billboards saying to follow him on Twitter, then you can't really make it that effective of an advertising tool because nobody's going to be following you or listening to you. So as long as you're popular enough that you will have people listening to what you say, you can use it as an effective advertising tool. As far as a social tool, I think it's great amongst friends. You don't have to be popular for that. But as far as using it for a good advertising tool, you have to have like this pre-popular. You have to be popular beforehand. It's not going. I don't think Twitter's going to make you popular. But that's what I think in a nutshell. What about you guys?
Well, how is Twitter going to monetize? How are they going to make money?
Oh, how are they going to monetize?
Yeah, well, I mean, they can't do this for free forever.
No, but there's ways. I mean, it seems like the trend nowadays, and not even nowadays, now for the past 5 or 6 years, is on the web. You build up something that's free, you gain a huge amount of followers that are people visiting your site, and then you figure out how to monetize it. So even if they do a bad job and they start throwing ads out there in between everybody's tweets, they're going to make money. There's too many people using Twitter for them not to. I think they just have to decide, but I don't think it's not like they can't make money. I just think they have to decide how they want to do it.
No, I don't think they can't make money either. I've racked my brain on how this company is going to make any money, and I think putting ads in between tweets will be a tough one because I think a lot of people will bail on Twitter then. I don't think I'd want to be part of it if there was ads slipped into tweets every once in a while. I would move on to something different that didn't have ads in it.
Yeah, but the problem with moving on to something different is if you're the only one that moves.
True.
Yeah, but I mean, that's the only problem. I mean, I wouldn't like it with ads in Twitter. I wouldn't like it, but if I move over to Plurk or some other site and I'm like sitting there all by myself, then I'd have to probably just like think about moving back. I don't know if they're going to intersperse ads. That's the simplest thing I thought of, but I don't know. We'll see how creative they get. I don't know. Has anybody heard anything about what they're going to do to monetize?
They were talking about ads of some kind, and I mean that was like part of my question. It wasn't only, as a company, can you make money using Twitter, but also are they going to make money and are they going to survive? Because they really have no business plan. To make money. They're talking about charging people, but of course, whenever you hear that, the words right behind it are, well, then I'm not going to be on Twitter because I'm not paying for it. It's.
Yeah, I don't know if they could make it a paid service. I think that would be worse than advertising on it. Acid, what do you think?
I haven't really seen much about it. I use Twitter quite a bit. When I first started using it, I didn't use it hardly any. But it depends on what you use it for, I guess.
Right. It has a couple uses. You're right. If you use it to follow news and trending topics, that's one way to use it. I use it as an announcement tool. When I'm ready to do a podcast or release a product, I just throw it on Twitter and send it out. I don't really follow it much as a news feed and do much searching on it, but there is a couple ways you could use it.
I'm sorry, Steve, but didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, it's okay.
When I was out at CES, I heard a few guys talking on one of the things there, and I never thought of this. It's not making any money for them, but he actually said that firefighters and ambulance responders and stuff like that are actually using it in certain markets, in certain areas.
Really?
Yeah, because he said it's the easiest way. Somebody says we got a problem here. They Twitter it. You can follow the Twitters and have them automatically sent to you. They get that just like a page, and they respond to that. They said there's fire companies and ambulance crews that are using it that way.
Do they have a private network set up in Twitter, or is it just public?
I'm not sure. I didn't get into their conversation that much, but I mean, it could be public that anybody's following it, because basically it's just where they're responding to. I mean, it'd be no different than listening to a scanner, police radio scanner or something like that.
That's sort of scary, though, eh?
Well, they said they can. What's nice for them is they can do it in real time. And as long as you have a cell phone or whatever, or they can do that, or a smartphone. They can do that, and everybody can get the message.
May I say, though, Twitter doesn't have the greatest uptime in the entire world, so I don't know if I'd want to be tweeting that and Twitter being